Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, that 53! What's the run? Catch it, reload!
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. It's on the ending. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. 51's the mine. I'm trying to collect.
On second down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mark 22. I smell fear here.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with White. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this to White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Push him back. Hey, go 66. Hey, head. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, set. Alabama. 380.
They'll run. This is Wright. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 66. Hey, Charlie. Hey, 66.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And able to connect with Berrios. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Wait, set. 53. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle to Smith. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Geis. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, this is Geis. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Sugar! 450.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Single slot. Go, Bandit.
Now Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on, go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Choose the flag. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Shoot. Check 50. Check 50.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Third down. Here's Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots 48.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Choose the mic. Who that? Who that?
Throw left side, complete. That's Richardson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Get it roll. Rest. Sit tight. No. Check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
From the 38, Haskins.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
I'm here all day. 53 to Mike.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
This is Harris. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, set. Round 80. Round 80. Get ready.
The drive starts with a run by White.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, set. 53. 51 to Mike. Yeah, I got you.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with Geis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking downfield for Godwin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, Joejuan Williams, with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Now a run with Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I know he ain't got it.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, it's Haskins.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Check 24. Check 22. Check cover. 22. Check cover.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that
He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to catch it, reload. 72.
He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Now White lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Wait, set, flag, 20.
play action. Now it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Hey, Delta. When he hit.
One final try now for Brady. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Pats, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.